Guys, I don't think that, like, what was I saying? I don't think that you guys get it, but I have to be up in 5 hours. Okay, and I'm literally exhausted. My body is hurting, and I'm just like, I'm really, really tired. I think you can see it on my eyes, to be fair and honest. And I keep getting these warnings, and I'm just like, yo, bro, I'm tired. Like, the sickest thing just happened, and it's the last minute type of shit. Because I'm like that. I'm that of a person, you know? And that was the sickest fucking thing that I've ever seen. I don't know what to say anymore. Like, I think it was like, I don't know. I'm just like, man, why now? Not again. It's not like I'm playing with people. If people would have known, you know, they wouldn't be reacting now, you know. Like, it's such a false world that people don't see it from the start, you know. It's such a, like, if they would have known, they would have done something. And by this point, they would have known a long time ago. So, like, there's no excuse, really. There ain't no excuse, you know. So I'm just like, feel deceived, you know. There really ain't no motherfucking excuse. And I'm still exhausted. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able, if I'm gonna be allowed to sleep tonight, you know. It's been such a crazy day. Um, what? Um, I've done everything in the last minute. Like, I fixed um my pass for the COVID. I've been in town. I bought like a suitcase. Um, I was at the doctor's appointment. Um, was shopping a little bit. Drank some juice. Was walking around town. Mm, um, um, um. Well, this thing that happened today was insane. It was they literally took this wire and shoved it through my throat down to my stomach. And because I'd eaten, they said you can't go through with this because you have food in your stomach. So next time I'm going, I have to have to be fasting for 2 days or something to cleanse the stomach out. Um, um, I really didn't feel like sitting in the in the in the plane anyways if I even get to Spain. I don't know. Like I was looking at some papers that I got today from the police, and they said that I have some type of crime in the register about narcotics that somebody has reported. And I'm just like, what type of narcotics is this? Because I just don't, I have no idea what they're talking about, you know. The only thing that I've been doing is self medicating, so I don't understand what the crime is. And eventually I went to the doctor and I got help from the doctor because I I went to several, I went to the emergency several times, and they refused me any type of drugs, because I have addiction issues prior, and all of the doctors refused me any type of narcotics or any type of help which I need. Um, and I don't want to, but I need them, so I don't have a choice. So I went to the streets and I got, medicine there because I had nowhere else to go, you know. And, I don't understand why somebody has called in a crime on me and said that I have anything to do with narcotics except for the things that I'll be using for myself. And I had a friend here Julie, who was asking me to like, can I get your antipsychotics? And he was just eating them like candy. And I was like, okay, you can get these, but that's enough. I'm not giving you anything else. So that's the only crime that I really can think of that I've actually done. When somebody sends me in a paper like that, I'm thinking, whoa, this is something like, this is like some, I don't fucking know, like some severe shit. Like, maybe I'm just making it fucking huge in my head. Like, but it feels like somebody's blaming me for something that I haven't done. You know, um, I don't see the crime in that at all. I don't. If if the if the doctors fail me, you know, and I don't have the ability to get any other help, and I need the help, what do they expect me to do? And I haven't had the money to pay a private doctor before. I needed help with that, you know. Um and the social welfare won't give me money to do something like that. Um so the general health care was just not listening to my issues at all, and at all. I was just put to the side. I don't really know who they listen to, you know. Um, but I was written out amphetamine pills, and I was written out painkillers. Um, And I was really grateful for those painkillers at the time. They really did help. And they weren't even seen as a narcotic. So I'm grateful for that. I don't remember what they were called. I'm gonna try to find them again. Um, but they were good to me. So um, but yeah, I'm not gonna stop with my drug use, anyways. And like I said, I'm a person. When I feel bad, I feel really bad, and at this point, I'm like in a Kurt Cobain type of moment, almost like I feel like I can understand. I'm not entirely there, but there was a moment there where I felt like I'm capable to that. Um, and he eventually, what happened? He shot himself in the head, you know. So I don't like sometimes I suppose some people have to take, too much hate, and some people just aren't made for that. They just ain't made for it. Some people can deal with it, but some people they just can't, you know. Um, and I think that I'm one of those people. I just can't deal with it. So I take it on to myself instead, and I I let the pain out in that way, you know, um, because it has to. If it comes in, it has to come out somewhere, you know. So that's how, that's just who I am. Um, I wish that I would have gotten my oxytocin, my Dulcontin, my fentanyls, um, um, or I wish I would have gotten it, from the beginning. Um, and I was lucky to get the Exanor or Alprazolam. Um, and if I would have gotten it, I probably would have been dead, though, because my pain was too great. I probably would have overdosed a long time ago. So I was lucky I didn't get none. Uh, but still, my body is, um, I feel like I have an empty hole to fill, now. Uh, and I'll fill it with drugs, candies, that's what we call it, you know, at this point. Um, so either I'll try to find a way to get myself out of my depression and my apathic state, which people don't see. People think that, oh, because I'm happy, I'm smiling and stuff, that I'm well, but I'm really, really not. Sometimes it's like they say, sometimes it's the people you see smiling that are actually feeling the worst. And I feel like I'm one of those people. And when you come to a person like Kurt Cobain, I feel like he was just so real because he didn't know, he didn't have another way to be. He was a brink. It's terrible how to see like people like, because I'm talking levels, right? I'm not talking anything like uh, philosophical or anything. I'm talking levels. Um, what I think about Courtney Love, I don't really have an opinion about her. Um, as far as I could see, I felt that she wasn't good for him. Um, I felt that she was actually, um, I believe what they were saying that she could be extremely. I think, I think she was very toxic to Kurt, honestly, because it was in her arms that he died. So I have to hold her responsible, although I don't know really what happened. But I don't know. Mm. Kurt Cobain, he's why he means so much to me in my life. Bliss, because Kurt, he had an addiction, and so he's someone that I can understand in that way, you know. Um, and I've, so I can see him in that way. Um, um, uh, why else? Um, it was just the entire story about him, like the way that he acted, the way that he spoke, the way that you saw that he was as a person. Um, I think also it was something in the music industry which confused him too, and I think there's been a lot of people who's been in the music industry that's gotten underpaid, like severely. Like they've had to pay everything from their own pocket and then end up broke anyways. So um um and yeah, the fact that he overdosed, I think really it was that moment that spoke to me, I think. Um so I don't know. There was another artist as well that had the same drug addiction problems, you know. No, I don't like drugs. I just, I'm just, it's the only coping mechanism that I have. Um, the reason why I stopped from it in the beginning was because people were doing what they did to me. You know, people knew that I needed drugs, or like they thought that I needed drugs, you know. So because I recognized that behavior, that they were abusing their position, it made me feel such disrespect for them that I stopped getting sober just so that I wouldn't have to deal with them as well. It was one of those things as well. It was like, I don't want to deal with you. I don't think you're worth dealing with, you two, you acting like this. And so I was still in a lot of pain, but I felt like in some weird way that they wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? Um, if I would have had somebody that did, you know, obviously cleaner business, I would have been able to, you know, maybe get back on my feet properly, you know, and actually not stay in the abuse, but stay in the drug use, but be able to express in the moment and not having to fight and worry and shit like that all the time. Um, and I would have felt more accepted in my expression, that somebody actually understood that I was self harming, you know, and I feel like that's what I needed. Like, and um, so And I tried it with people, but they were such liars. And, like the way people has treated me has been, people wouldn't even believe it, you know? Like people literally wouldn't believe it. They'd be like, how the hell did you end up in that position? How the hell did it go that wrong for you? Like, I feel like it's pure hate. Like people could literally like do the most ugly shit, and it was disgusting, but I was desperate not to be alone. I was really desperate. I was losing it many times, so I didn't I couldn't really cope with how people were treating me either, you know. They literally saw me as garbage. Like literally they treated me as if I was disgusting. And because I had been going through so much, um, I know that I'm still not, in the proper manners to be able to, be like, this is wrong, you know, like properly. Like, um, it's one thing to see me like this, but if you knew me in person, I think you would see that it's a whole lot different than what is shown here. Here, I can go into my own deep thoughts and my own worlds and have a so called puppet show, but in reality, it's a completely different manner. Like, I'm a retard in reality, I swear. Like, um, and I have been for a long time, and I've been struggling like shit with that. And that's why I eventually also gave up. It was too much for my mind to, like I said, I had like, they say that you can get emotionally exhausted, but my mind was mentally exhausted. It wasn't coping at all, you know. I've had a lot of like trauma done to my head, not just the past year, but years before that. So it's been really insane. Um, During my developing years as well, so um, yeah. No, I'm really tired of that. People feeling that I need to prove myself. I don't. I don't need to prove myself to anybody. The people who know, they know. I don't have to worry. You know. Um, there is no stress. I'm gonna try to sleep. I'm gonna put my phone on alarm. So yeah, hopefully I'll get to have some rest tonight. See, um, somebody wants to know what hurts me, and I think uh, it's just not a proper question. It's not. Uh, it's a strange question. Um, what I would like to see in the world. Now they're trying to talk it off like, oh, well, no, what's your favorite color? I'm like, dumbass. Um, you see what I mean? So it's okay. Like Cardi B said, I can cut myself, but other people are not allowed to cut me on my own words. You come and you cut yourself, you know, and I want you to see how I react when you do it. And let's see if we are the same, you know? I want to know. Because a lot of people right here, I don't even know who the fuck I'm talking to you. I just hear a voice there, another voice there. Like, I just asking me these questions that I have to answer all the time. Like, it's just, people ask and ask and ask, and just like, bro, ask yourself, don't you like, why are you asking me of all these questions? Like, is there something that you intrinsically miss in your life if you don't have the answers yourself? And why are you coming to another person searching for answers? It's really the strangest fucking thing. Like, you know, uh, it's okay to ask if you have, you know, there's something that you don't understand, you know, or you need a reflection of something. But when you ask me questions that, like, I just feel like there's been so many useless questions. Uh, Not even to benefit me, it's just been dragging questions. I'm gonna go anyways. Bye.